Alright, what is up guys? Here we are today with another look at off-meta decks. Again, we're going to be looking at Maximus, truly the master of off-metering. So this is basically a 2-2-2 nod. It's a very old school build, really. It's very unusual to have Stealth Tank instead of bikes. And then Banshee is not really very played these days. It's much more common to see Shades instead, or even like Phantom Cat ship in these slots. So it's like a very old school build, a little unusual, but again, Maximus, very high rank, good win rate with the deck. Honestly, 82% this high on the ladder is actually a little low with a maxed out deck. If you take a look at some of the other players around this rank, we've got Alicia at 94. Silas with his nod he's at 73, but his deck is actually underleveled. He's got -2 and -1 on most of his units. I think Paflagon's underleveled as well. Alright, never mind. I'll take it all back. 80% is about average. Anyway, so we're going to be playing the Maximus nod, which I believe is a little outdated, and we're going to talk about what's good about it and what's bad about it. Okay, so traditionally with a deck of this nature, because our War Factory units are both very, very expensive, we're more likely to go barracks into air tower most games. So we're going to go Rifleman first. We're going to chill for a bit. We don't really want him to stall, so we're going to move off the pad, wait for our second Rifleman, and then we're going to move on both pads to charge. Now he has to attack us to stall the missile. So we're going to chill for a bit. There's second Harvester. Now, normally I'd say don't tech switch first, but against two Harvesters, I think it's okay to switch, because they've spent 60 on a Harvester. They can't respond to your tech switch very easily, so it's okay to tech switch against double Harvester, and it creates an additional unit for them to deal with. Like, he only has barracks right now. So it's very unlikely he can deal with barracks and air tower in time. Obviously Talon was the best unit he could have here, but he still wasn't able to win the missile. He still wasn't in time. If we needed to, we could have made Banshees to fight the Talons. You don't really want to use Banshee to fight Talon, it's not cost effective, but it will win a 1v1, which near the end of a missile is all that really matters. Alright, so we'll get the Banshee to take care of these Talons. There's a Hammerhead. Okay, so we're definitely going to need Stealth Tank here. Since we can't afford Stealth Tank yet, I'm going to make lasers instead just to get stuff on the field. It's always better to be making cheap units whilst you're waiting for your expensive units, because then you still have things on the battlefield. You're still contesting for the map, which is very important. For some reason, he's built missiles here, so we're going to send the Stealth Tank over here. We're going to block these guys out, and then we should just win the game. Well, I'm going to drill pod here just in case he does try and move these rifles. But no, he doesn't. And yeah, there you go. Easy 2-0.
You are victorious.
Alright, so once again, we're going to start with Rifleman. So one of the weaknesses of this deck is because your air tower is Venom Banshee, which is a very old school way to play Nod. It's actually very weak to Stealth Tank and Phantom. Both Stealth Tank and Phantom will one-shot both of your air units. I actually forgot to build a halve there. Whoops. So we'll do that. Luckily, we don't get punished, because this guy's randomly made an MG after his Harvester, so we're just going to push that and kill it. Move this guy onto the other one that's setting up. Alright, so this is obviously going to set up now. There's nothing we can do, so we're just going to back up and let him have it. We'll switch into Venom pretty shortly. He's built 3 MGs now, so he definitely does not have the money to answer a Venom. So yeah, what I was saying is, these two units are both very weak to Stealth Tank and Phantom, which are extremely popular right now in the metagame. Almost every Nod deck has either a Phantom or a Stealth Tank, so having your air tower just countered by those units is very, very sketchy place to be. Alright, so it looks like Missiles is his anti-air unit. We can obviously ignore those. Venom just beats them 1v1. Another MG, don't care about that. This will get farmed by my Venom. Move these Riflemen back so they don't get killed by the MG. But yeah, he hasn't shown us any way to beat a Venom yet, so we're just going to keep making Venoms. I'll move these rifles over here so I have all 3 pads. Yeah, I mean the game's about to be over. He still hasn't shown us any way to kill a Venom, and there's second Harvester right before the game ends. Looks like he's trying to put them on the pads, which I think is a reasonable play, but is not going to save him. So GG, Rudy.
Enemy base destroyed.
Alright, it's up against Steve. Right, mate. Oh, fella. I had a friend who played Magic the Gathering with us who was called Steve, and he used to call everyone fella. I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but yeah, he was a cool guy. I liked him a lot, but he used to call everyone fella, and it was very funny. Alright, so he's gone dogs first. We've gone rifle laser. We're going to push on this rifle. I'll push on this dog. Wait and see. So he's immediately gone barracks. I'm guessing this will be snipers. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to immediately go venom. He's going to respond to this with pitbull. But that's okay because our venom can suicide into snipers. Even with a pitbull chasing it, you can just aggressively suicide into snipers and get a lot of damage done. Like as you can see, even if we don't kill the snipers, we force them back. He has no map control because he's had to spend all his time moving his snipers backwards. So we're just going to win this missile easily because the snipers were negated by just by the venom showing up, basically. So then he had to boost his snipers. Oh, he has a slingshot. That's kind of scary. This could be a problem. Yup, slingshot is a problem. Alright, let's get the lasers on here. We do need to kill this. Oh, it's going to be close. And maybe get a flip. Not quite a flip. We'll drill pod on the snipers. Get them on the pad, and that should be... Okay, now we should get the missile. That was pretty close, though. I wasn't expecting a slingshot. Oh, wow, we didn't get the missile. Rip. Okay, well. This is awkward. Get the venom on the snipers again. His pitbull has to deal with this, so he can't deal with the pad at the same time, because he has to worry about the venom. Get another venom out. Another boost. The boosts are really expensive. I don't think the boosts are great, honestly. Let's get this out of the way. Get a Banshee because we know there's a pitbull coming. More lasers needed. Need to get on the pad. So we're going to retain control of this tile, or at least attempt to, with the venom. Alright, we're going to need to move the Banshee on. Wow, okay. GG. Well played, Steve. Fair enough. Good job, Steve. Good micro on the pitbulls there. So we need to go into tanks to fight the pitbulls. This is one of the weaknesses of Banshee, honestly. It just isn't very cost efficient against anything, really, because it costs so much. So yeah, we're going to be all about the tanks now. And he has Predator. Alright, this is going to be a tough matchup. So we're going to wait till the snipers move up, and then we're going to drill pod to get rid of them. We don't want to go Banshee again because of the slingshot. We want to make the slingshot a useless unit, basically. So we're not going to make anything that dies to... we're not going to make anything that dies to a slingshot. He's trying to sneak the dogs on, which is a good play, but I see it coming. I didn't mean to build a stealth tank here. That was meant to be another Scorpion. Okay, so we do get that missile. Let's take out the slingshot. Once the slingshot dies, we can start making air units again. But we don't really need air units, is the thing. We can just play War Factory. He actually boosted his Predator, which means it's probably going to my Harvester. Yes, it is. Finish off this slingshot. Now he's moved it up. Don't really care too much about my Harv, honestly. I've got so much on the field. Oh, Grens. The Grens is actually very bad here for me. I do not have an answer to Grens at all. So we're going to need the Venom and the Drill Pod. And here comes the sling. Yeah, okay, fair enough. This is going to be difficult. We might be dead here, actually. I think we are in fact dead here. Yeah, all right, GG. Well played, Steve.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so rifles first again. Head towards the middle. And then we'll go Harvester. So opponent moved his Harvester in a slightly odd way there. It looked like he was trying to get onto this pad. Opening Fanatics. Opening Fanatics is not a good play. And you'll see why right now. Like, they don't walk into militants well at all. So these Fanatics cost 3 times what the militants cost. So currently he's killed like 10 of rifles, and I've killed 60 of Fanatics. Wait until that boost expires, then we'll move in 2v1. And we're going to go into Venoms. Alright, now he's gone double Harvester, we'll go Banshee instead. I think this is a classic example of someone not understanding how to use Fanatics, because that is not how you play Fanatics at all.
Nuclear missile launched. Unit offline.
Alright, so we get a Harvester kill pretty easily.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Make a couple of Venoms. Get another Harvester kill. Alright, we now have basically infinite money, so I'm going to pull this halve. Block this Harvester as well. Yeah, this is basically over now. Alright, GG, Dark 1982. Confessor right on time. And a surrender.
Mission accomplished. Three, two, one. New mission.
Alright, up against Distraction.
Harvester ready.
So we're on the middle, which means we don't have to tech switch. We can wait for him to tech switch. We've effectively... we have control of whether or not the missile charges now by virtue of having this middle area under our control. I'm going to go for a third rifleman here because it looks like he's going to push in. If he doesn't do anything else, then we'll push in because we're 3v2.
Unit ready.
Okay, I don't actually know who's going to win this fight down on the bottom right. It looks like I win it just. No, not quite. The other way around. He wins it just.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Alright, see what he does. If he doesn't tech switch, then we should just win the missile here. Chem buggy's too late. We're going to win this missile. I'm going to go Scorpion to counter the Chem buggy. And we let this rifleman die, and this rifleman as well, because they're almost dead anyway, so they're not valuable. We'll go Venom for the mutant. So it's Mutant Chuggy. So we get the Venom on the mutant. Actually going to go double Venom here. And we're going to protect our Venoms with the Scorpion tank. Ooh, Stealth Tank. I did mention earlier that Stealth Tank was one of the weaknesses of this deck, because it just kills all of our air units in one shot. You have to use the Scorpion to punish it. We got quite a lot of damage on the Stealth Tank there. Gonna retarget with the Venom. I don't think I can kill it, but there's always a chance. No, I didn't think so. Get a Banshee now. And get the Scorpion on this as well. Nice. Right, that should be game over. We've got a Scorpion over here, a Banshee over here. We've got Venom. You can also combo Venoms and Banshees. Venom does enough extra damage that it finishes off a bike per Banshee shot. But yeah, there it is. Won the game in about 2:15.
Objective complete.
Alright, so we actually went 4-1. In terms of how powerful this deck is, I'd probably give it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I think it's just very outdated. I think it's pretty weak. I think Venom Banshee combo is very bad at the moment. I think Catship is just better than Venom. Like, I think this is a straight upgrade to the deck to just put Catship in instead of Venom. Yeah, I don't like Banshee right now. As I said, everyone's playing Phantom and Stealth Tank, which makes it kind of bad. It's not even... It's okay against GDI, but it's not great. It doesn't win cost effectively against anything. It wins some 1v1s, so it's good for pop cap, but it doesn't win... Like, 60 cost is too much. You're almost never going to get 60 back out of this thing. It's really weird not having bikes either. Like, my anti-air is Banshee, Stank, and Laser. And Laser's the only one that's cheap. Like, Stank and Banshee are really expensive. So yeah, I don't like this deck at all. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know why Maximus plays it. But yeah, there you go, guys. The Maximus nod. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you next time.